Well, Dave, I want to welcome you back to St. John. It's actually been quite a while since you've played in the city.
Yeah, it's been a few years. Good to be back.
So I guess this is your third reunion show. I know you did out in Manitoba and you did a New Year's show in Charlottetown.
We did, the first one that we did was 2000 in Charlottetown for the big New Year's type of thing. We decided we'd regroup for that. And we enjoyed it so much that we went to Winnipeg later that summer and did a gig, and we've been, doing a few festivals here and there.
Is there anything else coming up this summer besides the show here in St. John?
Yeah, we're in Bathurst, New Brunswick, the 17th for a festival up there. And that's there's a couple other things that we're talking about for August. Yeah.
Any plans maybe someday recording a live album or something like that?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. We've talked about that quite a few times, and everybody's pretty busy with their different lives and businesses and work and family commitments right now. But we've talked about it, and I'm not ruling out that there won't be another Haywire CD.
Great. Yeah. Now, what do you do now? You still live in PEI, or you live in Ontario, or?
Moved back to Charlottetown a couple years ago. I was in Ontario for 6 years. No, actually 12 years, and just moved back with my family to PEI to raise our kids there and, be closer to family and stuff.
So since you play quite infrequently, I mean, you must forget like some of the keyboard parts or anything like that. Do you have anything?
I forget all the keyboard parts, actually. I'm playing kazoo for this show tonight. No, it's you know what? It's kind of like riding a bike. When we were playing, touring the albums and stuff, we played so many nights and, the songs over and over every night that you just kind of, after you go through them once or twice and kind of, it all comes back to you.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
Have any fond memories of back in the days from the 80s? I know you guys played in Japan and Tokyo.
Yeah, well, actually, the one thing that was brought to my attention was the show that we played here, actually, a few years back when we were in the Battle of the Bands here in St. John. Mm-hmm. And I remember being outside doing that. That was a pretty exciting time, doing all the gigs for that, and finally winning the main prize. That was kind of nice.
That kind of started you on your recording career, did it not?
Yeah, it was a real confidence boost for the band, and we just kind of, I think we're the only band that did original music at that concert, the final concert, and that gave us a little bit of confidence to kind of continue with our original music and produce our independent CD. Yeah.
You know, there's a period one time in the band, you guys were almost like the Backstreet Boys or something, like girls screaming. It was just insane. I mean, what prompted all that?
When did that stop, though? What are you saying? I don't understand.
Yeah, they're still around here somewhere.
Yeah, they're
hiding. They're hiding. There they are.
Ladies.
There they are.
No.
They're hiding.
Yeah, well, you're right. Well, with the, in the 86, 87, 88, that for Bad Boys and the Don't Just Stand There, when they came out, we had a lot of success with videos and stuff. So I think we were one of the first bands from the East Coast that kind of took advantage of the much music and video scene, and it was pretty interesting. It was fun. I'm glad that we went through that.
I read somewhere you actually started out as more of a harder edge rock band, but somehow you got lumped into with bands like Honeymoon Suite and people like that for some reason.
I think just the sound, the production sound at that time, people were going for that. Well, I mean, that was the 80s sound, right? And the producers that we worked with on the first couple albums, they they kind of had an area in the record company on where they want the band to fit. Mm-hmm. And the band was always a little heavier live than we came across on the first couple CDs anyway. Yeah.
I know when you went back and done Nut House, you certainly adopted more of a heavier sound with that, did you not?
Yeah, that was kind of a 180-degree vacation that we took. It's something that we wanted to do, I think, for ourselves. I mean, we all grew up with Zeppelin, Aerosmith, and Hendrix, and, Deep Purple, great bands and stuff. And I mean, that was in us, and it was just a matter of time before we, put those influences to some new music. And
great.
Yeah.
So what's the future now hold for yourself and the band?
Well, it's hard to say. We're just taking it one gig at a time, and if we begin the writing process, you'll hopefully hear some new material and possibly some touring. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much.
Great. Nice talking.
Thank you.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay, well, I guess joining me right now is Mr. Paul MacAusland from Haywire. Okay. So tell me what we're going to hear here tonight here in St. John for a show.
We're going to do nothing off any of our albums. We're just going to do cover tunes tonight. We're going to start out with Tush.
What are you gonna do? Head pins covers?
Yeah, we're gonna do some headpin covers. No, we're gonna do some stuff from the first album, second album, third album, and fourth album too. Yeah. Did we ever do a fifth? Oh, that was the greatest hits. There, yeah. So we'll be doing everything off that one.
Okay, 1 sec, Troy. Alrighty, we're back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, I know you had a band out of Charlottetown for a while. I think it's Papa Shine they were called. I seen something on the website. Do you still have that going? Or?
No, I'm not with Papa Shine anymore. I had a couple of dozen bands actually on the go over there. Yeah, Rock Island Blues Band was one of them. Papa Shine. Played with Joey Kitson and a bunch of other good fellows there. And now I'm with another band called Chucklehead. And we also do a remake of Lugnuts, which is a heavy band that I was in about 10 years ago. And we're doing that again. And yeah, just having fun over there. I just love playing.
So if anyone wants to see you, basically come to the island and catch you.
The island, yeah. Look up Chucklehead on a website. No, we don't even have a website. No.
Do you miss the old days of the band Haywire, like the adulation and the girls and the whole thing you used to have going at that point?
I miss sleep. I miss sleeping for 12 hours a day, and that's I don't get to do that anymore. So. But yeah, I do miss it. But it's nice to come back and do it every once in a while.
I seen you much more music, I guess, when you guys did the show in Manitoba, the Rock Fest there. How'd that go?
Were we in Manitoba?
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Okay. We thought it was going to get rained out.
Oh yeah.
Unlike what was happening here earlier, but it was yeah. They're showing like it was almost like Woodstock. They're showing like people sliding down the hill.
Yeah.
But it was good. Actually, Helix was really good there, and we haven't seen Helix in a real long time. But they put on a fantastic show. Unbelievable. Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
They're nice where you forget the lyrics. I know you guys don't play that often.
Yeah, I might forget some tonight. Have them all written down in my hand. Oh, it's gone. No, I hope I don't forget any lyrics. But we practiced enough. I think we're okay. Yeah.
You ever plan on doing any more recording, even if it's not with Haywire, like some of the other bands you've been involved in?
Yes, I am actually starting another band in Halifax. I'm moving to Halifax here in September. And I'll be starting up with a few friends that I've played with over on the island, and they moved to Halifax, and they say, "Come on over and let's do something." And I said, "Okay." So we're going to get at that in September. Probably won't see anything for about a half a year because we're just going to travel around and get used to each other and get used to writing, and then we're going to put something out and just keep blogging it, I guess, and maybe something will turn out. Maybe it won't, but.
Great. What was it like now being in Japan a while back? Actually, quite a while back. How was that?
Were we in Japan? When were we in Japan?
Do you remember the 80s?
You remember that?
You slept in, remember?
I was sleeping for 12 hours. Give me a break. No, Japan. Yes, expensive. Budokan, yeah, very expensive. I did sleep a lot. I actually went to the Budokan before we played, and make a long story short, I picked up this packet. I didn't know what it was for, but anyways, no, I won't even tell you that. Never. I thought it was sugar.
Your maple syrup story.
No.
Let's hear that now.
I heard that that PEI maple syrup was very popular over there, so I said, geez, I'm going to buy a ton of this and take it over and give it to the people at Sony and all the other people that were taking us around, and so I offered this to them. They looked like I had 3 heads, and they were just like, oh, thank you. That was it. So I ended up coming back with about 6 tubs of syrup.
Great.
Hard to get through customs with that stuff.
I guess there's a couple of websites based around you guys. You ever go on the web and kind of check out what people are saying about the band, things like that?
There's Black Dahlia is one, I believe. There's another one too, but I haven't checked it out in a real long time. I have dial-up at home out in the country, so it takes a long time to get on. But I'm going to get high speed pretty soon.
There you go.
I'm going to move into the year 2000.
So what's the future now hold for you?
For
Yourself personally? More just keep playing bands?
more playing. I tried the 9-to-5 thing, and I really hate it. I don't like it at all. Who does, though, really? I want to continue to play. I enjoy it, and until they tell me to stop, I think I'm going to keep going.
Great. Perfect. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Gary.
Can I get that guy
Thank you,
shot
Gary.
Sometimes I feel so good I gotta scream. He said, Jimmy Gregory, I know exactly